have another exclusive interview with Danville's very own David Gouard. He is Danville's high school varsity basketball head coach. Hope you enjoy the interview. All right, and I'm back for another exclusive interview. As you know, I'm your host, Quana Don. Today I'm sitting here with Danville's very own David Gouard. You feel me? I'm going to let him introduce himself for those that may not know who he is. So right now I'm going to give you the floor to do just that.
How y'all doing today? David Gouard, head basketball coach here at Danville High School, varsity coach, going in my second year as varsity head coach. A little bit about me: Danville, born and raised all my life. Live, breathe, drink, everything Danville. If it ain't Danville, I ain't about it. So that's a little bit about me.
Thank you. I appreciate you giving a brief description about yourself. All right, and saying that this is going into your second year, so as this being the first year, can you kind of touch on kind of what that homecoming was like for those that may or may not know? I know everybody here knows you, but for the ones that don't know you, can you kind of speak about that a little bit?
Man, it was welcoming. I ain't gonna lie. I was talking to a guy the other day, yesterday actually, to be exact. He just got his first head coaching job. I told him, man, I was scared to death the first game. I don't know why, like I never coached before, but I just was. But other than that, man, it was a great experience first year. I learned a lot that I didn't know as far as being the head man in charge. Just the small details of scheduling games, scheduling your summer, and making sure you know every kid in the program, knowing parents, top to bottom, phone always ringing. So I learned a lot. It was welcoming, and I love it.
What do you think was one of the toughest challenges you experienced this year in the first year?
Getting the kids to play the style that I want to play. Our seniors, of course, they played a different way than what Coach Robinson played. It was the same system, but it's just different philosophies and thoughts and things. Just getting them to buy in, and when they did, we finally figured out we had a nice little role in Pontiac tournament. So that's probably my biggest challenge, getting the guys to buy into the style that me and my staff want them to play.
Okay, and I want to kind of get into what made you want to take the coaching path. Like, where did that start, and when did that come about?
It started with my son early when he was playing at Southview. And I don't hate to bash him by another coach, man, but the coach was bad. And then I was like, I don't know about coaching. And then my daughter started playing, and coach was bad again. I thought to myself, man, you know what? If I'm going to teach somebody bad basketball, it's going to be me. And so I just got into coaching and started rolling from there. And I stepped back one day, I'm like, man, I'm actually pretty good at this. The kids respect me. I get them run through a wall. And it just went on from there, and it became not even a passion. It became more sort of I don't know a word bigger than passion, but if love's bigger than passion, then that's what it is, because I just love doing it and I enjoy it every day.
That's amazing. And then with everything that transpired in your first season, like, what are some of the bigger picture goals that you have for yourself as a coach and for the team itself as far as growing things here?
For me personally, just leaving it, the day I have to leave it in a better place than what I found it. Make sure these kids understand that this ball will stop bouncing one day and life starts. And so giving them every tool they need to be a better young male in this world, because this world is tough now. Making sure they understand respect. Make sure they know how to speak in front of the camera. Make sure they're on top of their grades. Making sure they just know how to navigate through life, because it's tough out here and it's getting tougher every single day.
Indeed.
Me personally, for the program, try to get us back to where Danville was, because we breed them over here, and
that's
people
true.
know it. People know it.
Yes,
People in our
true.
town, we breed athletes. They know it.
Now, that's
so,
a fact.
So try to get it back. First goal is try to win this regional championship, and we were right there. We just it takes time. It wasn't built in a day, and I keep telling myself that every day. It wasn't built in a day.
These are facts. How do you deal with some of the scrutiny or maybe backlash that doesn't represent yourself necessarily, but I'm sure you probably hear it, or it might have been said in the paper or just around town? But what are some of the things that you do to kind of combat those things?
First thing I tell myself, they could have filled out the application like I did. Because hey, this ain't, everybody knows how to do it but never done it, right? Everybody sees game night. They don't see the in-between, the practice, the dealing with kids who home life probably ain't the greatest, and they got obstacles they got to deal with. Make sure they don't pay. Managing 55 emotional people, staff, players, people don't see that part of it. They always see it at the scoreboard Friday nights. That's the tough part, and I don't let that get to me. I've been doing it for such a long time, it don't even bother me anymore. And secondly, my wife, she told me, hey, this is your program. You make decisions based on what you feel. Don't let anybody knock you off your decision.
Yeah, and then I think it's a little different in the coaching seat than, also if you're a player that previously played this game. So, as far as that part, you have the experience and the knowledge of how this kind of works. But now that you're kind of in that seat, on the opposite side of that, looking at it, do you feel like you have a kind of advantage with the approach when it comes to the kids and getting them to get on the same page with you?
Yeah, because I tell everybody whoever asks me, man, kids, I learned this early. Kids got the biggest BS meter. And if you BSing with them, they know it. Yeah. You ain't keep it honest with them, they know it. And I keep it honest with them. I tell them, hey man, it's either that or this. And if you want to choose that, you can be on that side of the gym, not on this side. And so that's the way I approach it every day, man. It's not easy. I tell you that it's not easy. It's not the easiest job. And do I know it all? Absolutely not. I try to learn something every day. I lean on people who've been doing it longer than me all the time, asking them, hey, why you do this? And just trying to pick their brains about it. I read stuff every day. I look at stuff every day. So I don't know it all. I'll be the first to admit it. If I'm wrong, hey, but that's why I got a staff. That's why I got people I can lean on, people I can talk to. Mm-hmm. Hey, what do you think I should be doing? What do you think about this? So that's just how it is, man. It's not easy, trust me.
No, I'm already knowing. Speaking of that, the two freshmen that was incoming, Amir and DJ, of course, we just saw him here. It was a lot of talk about how they should have been used or this or that, which is irrelevant at this point. But going forward, how do you think they will fit into the overall picture? Because we see they have, a slight version of varsity, but they need to get their feet wet a little bit, which I was agreeing with. Because I played varsity my freshman year, kind of about the same amount of minutes. I thought I probably felt like I could have, but to be honest, the speed and the physicality of varsity is different. And next year, going into their sophomore year, what do you think their trajectory would kind of look like?
Both of them both have a different learning curve. I'll start with Amir. Amir, we all know he needs to get stronger, but he's working on his body. He's working on his game, and he's a very, 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 I can't say it enough, respectful, humble kid. He's yes sir, no so, yes coach, yes coach, whatever. He just wants to grow. He told me he wants to be the best player in the state. Okay, let's chase it. Let's say that Dre, he has a skill set that you don't find in most kids. But like I said, he needs some ball handling work, and he needs to. He says he has college dreams, so he needs to take the college approach. I'm on him about being on time. I'm on him about making the right play. I'm on him about some days he probably think I don't like him, but I love the kid. I'm trying to teach him the right way. And I tell you again, I don't know it all, but I've seen what it takes with my daughter and other kids, what it takes to make it to that level. So I'm gonna pour it into you, whether you receive it or not. That's on you. So with the both of them going into their sophomore year, they're jumping in the fire, and they played some varsity last year. Not as much as everybody thought they should, but I was strategic about it. Yeah. Me and my staff, we talked about this, how we're gonna do it, and I think it worked. And both of their lights came on. And their lights gonna come on this summer. Trust me.
Yeah, that's a fact. Are there any other names that we aren't talking about that we should be?
All my kids, man. Kendon Mason, as a freshman, he played JV. I told him the first day, man, you my point guard, you drive this car. So he's learning. He got to learn behind Diddy last year. Corey Fry, he transferred in. He had to sit a few games, but he's learning, coming from different style from Indiana. He's a kid I'm gonna lean on again. They run the show. Jamion Avery, just a tenacious defender. He's probably one of the best defenders in our conference. He's gonna have the best matchup, best player every night. It's just what it is. He knows it. So he's working on his defensive side of his game and his offensive side to Arian Smith. He's a quiet kid. He can put the ball in the hole, and you don't even know he's there, but he can put the ball in the hole.
Them dangerous ones.
Yeah. Johnny Davis.
Give you a quiet 30, 25, 25 and 7. You like, man, hold on, what he?
He's becoming more aggressive, and I told him, you got to be aggressive, dude. And that's just what it is. There's no Jerry Seal or Diddy no more. They're gone. I told him the other day, I won't say it again. LAD, life after Diddy. LAJ, life after Jerry. LAC, life after CL. It's y'all program now. And the Johnny Davis, I can't forget about him. He's our JYD, man. He's our junkyard dog. He has to do everything, be scrappy. We don't have a traditional big, so you've seen him. We playing a different style of ball this year. So I'm excited about it, bro. And that's why we're here working every day.
That's a fact. That's how you get there. Practice makes perfect. We all know that. Until we get to that level where we could be like AI and be like, practice. We talk about practice. All right. I think in closing, the last thing I want to ask is, I heard you say the goal was, small baby steps, so we want to get a regional championship first. As far as how the year went this year, what are some things that you're taking in consideration to improve on the record? Because I know that some of those things we can't really control, but I also figure when we're improving, we see those steps taking place inside of the program as well. So like, is it open gyms? Is it trainings? Is it getting the kids in AAU? Like, what does that look like for you?
It's a ball of everything. First, it starts with my babies at Southview, at Northridge, getting that program back up and running, and making sure those kids are learning the fundamentals at the fifth and sixth grade level with Coach Kendall and Coach Nico down there. Both two done an amazing job down there, and I hope they continue to stick with it. Then up to 7th and 8th grade, those kids learning how to turn the corner a little bit, understanding basketball. But I'll start with this. Let me go back. It takes the parents first, bro. It takes parents commitment. And I don't really like speaking on my daughter and what we went through with her situation, but we were committed parents, and we understood commitment. And our community sometimes, they just want to see, like I said, they see Friday nights, game nights. They don't understand the behind the scenes. So once everybody get on board and understand this is a commitment thing, whether you're running track, football, basketball, soccer, tennis, it's commitment. And the work you put in is what you get out. When I preached last summer, deposits and withdrawals. Come here and make the deposits. So when the season starts, you make the withdrawals. Make the deposits. Get the withdrawals. You got to pour into your kid. You have to.
Yeah.
In the classroom first, in the streets, in the gym, or whatever craft they decide that they want to be in. And that's what it's going to take. As far as the basketball part, man, we in the gym. Kids call me, hey coach, can we get in the gym? If I ain't got nothing going on, I ain't out of town or something, hey man, be there in 10 minutes. Gym is open, weight room is open. And I got numerous people around town just want to help with like weights and conditioning and stuff. And I lean on them when I can. It's gray areas. Some people I can't. You can't trust everybody.
Yeah.
Can't trust everybody. Everything ain't for everybody.
That's true
and I hate to be that way, but that's just.
Now they gotta protect the brand.
Yeah, I gotta protect the brand. I was handed this program to say, hey man, get in line. So I try to keep it that way, and I'm gonna keep it that way. There's nobody above the brand. I'm above nobody. I'm just equal as everybody. I just happen to be the head coach of the varsity team. And so, like I said, open gyms, weights. My players probably get tired of me texting them workouts, but I don't care. They can get their texts because that's what y'all need to be doing. So if you put the work in, the work will show. The work will show. Trust me. I'm a believer in that. My kids are believers in that, and that's what it is.
That's a fact. The last question we're gonna wrap up after this is, with being a former player and now head coach, I'm pretty sure you played AAU back in the day. Yeah.
I really played you. Man, we know what AAU was.
We really did. That's what I was saying.
We was playing pickup at the park with the grown men.
That was AAU plus summer ball.
Yeah,
Summer ball was AAU
Can I throw this in?
Yeah, go ahead.
Former Vikings, please, older men, I need y'all to reach out to me, man, because I want to get y'all in here not to beat up on my kids, but teach them the game and make them understand how this is how you play basketball. Because sometimes my voice goes deaf in their ears. I know it. It happens. It happens because my voice used to go deaf when my coach was in my ear. But come in, we can open the gym, we can get some runs in, just show them, hey man, that's how you play basketball. And not the between the legs 37 dribble, shoot a step back, fade away. No, that's how you play basketball. That's how you score. You know, us growing up, we was the little people on the court. We had to figure out how to score. Had to figure out how to get the ball. Had to figure out how to stay on the court because you lost. You was on the sideline for 15, 20 minutes. And by that time, everybody quit. The old heads went to the parking lot doing what they doing, and now you're out there by yourself. Yeah, so you know, former Vikings, please reach out to me, man. We get in the gym, we set some stuff up. Come to the gym and just play. Hell, come here and work on some skill stuff with them if you know how. Now, it ain't for everybody. Some of y'all might turn away, but you know who you are.
Yeah, that part. Well, yeah, that was one of the questions I wanted to ask because a lot of people right now is complaining about the climate of AAU basketball. And for me, I mean, I didn't play much heavy AAU, so I can't really contest to it. So that's why I just thought I'd throw that in there.
AAU scene, man,
I've watched a couple games and it's good
and bad.
It's
good and bad
because I was like, maybe I'm being biased because I'm a little older. I'm caught in the cusp of the middle of it. So I like the new age basketball, but then I see a lot of it and I be like,
yeah, it's bad.
I mean, it's I like it when I see the NBA players do some of the stuff, but then when I see the kids try to mimic it and not understanding that it came from years of work, I think that's where I get a disconnect.
You got to think about what's the first thing a kid do when they walk on the court? What's the first thing they do?
Shoot the three.
Shoot the three. And so it's the AAU scene. I've done it twice with two kids, man, and it's a good AAU program out there, and it's a terrible AAU program. Some of them get development, some of them just show up and play. So it's all about finding the right program was for you. And don't chase the wins. Don't chase the shoe brands. Chase development. Yeah. That's best I can do. Chase development. Instead of trying to prove, improve. That's what I tell my kids. Don't try to prove something. Work on improving your game. If this is what you want to do. If you want this, be able to feed your family. If you want to take you far in college. Go live the college life. I tell them all, man, that ball, pre-practice test is the same thing.
Take you far.
Take you far, and it brought me some of my best friends.
A lot of connections.
Yeah, it brought some of my best friends. And my daughters joke me all the time, like, man, how do you know him? We was random place. Man, that basketball, that's how I know him. Yeah. Just random place, that basketball. So it's man,
that's basketball community deep.
It's deep. It's deep. I got a call today from one of my cousins. He was on the golf course with somebody. Like, man, you know, so like, yeah, man, I know. We used to kill him in high school. He went to Centennial. He was like, they used to kill him. Man was going to stop, man. But yeah, man, it's like I said, hey, man, it's good and bad. You just got to find what's best for your kid, and don't be a team hopper, man. If you're gonna stick to something, I'm big on being committed to stuff. Don't quit. Yeah. Don't quit. But you know, if it ain't a good situation, hey, man, there's a lot of money grabs out there. I'll tell you that because I've seen the money grab teams. Hell, I was suckered into coaching the money grab team, and it was the worst summer of my. I won't say the worst summer of my life, but it was a bad summer because I was looking around I'm like, man, I got the money grab team in this program done, and I'm looking down the bench like, yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'd have to pay to get in the tournament because my dog was playing on one of the top teams, so it was like, you know what? I'm still gonna be dedicated to the kids, bro. But other than that, man, it's find what's best for your kid. That's the best I can tell you.
These are facts. In closing, is there a message or anything you want to say in closing that you want to lead to the people, or?
Just be patient with me, please. Just be patient. It won't be built in a year. Are we gonna win a state championship? I can't say. Am I shooting for one? I definitely am. And I'm committed, kids committed, my staff committed, community committed. Just trust me. If I'm not the one, I'll definitely help the next one.
Amen to that. Well, I appreciate you taking
Appreciate
time out for
Appreciate
me.
you, bro.
You
Appreciate
know, this
you.
ain't gonna be the last time
Yeah.
for this one of many. All right, so we tapping back in, man. I hope y'all appreciate the episode, man. Make sure y'all tap in with us.